on this IQ figure, what is the positions of BRIC? I wonder. I was horrified by seeing that first 20 countries do not include BRIC country in DAI. This being the case, the expectations of applications of LPG for the information in the age of information technology for delivery to the society is really too. On the other hand, I wanted to make a comparison of different way to see. This is actual my research. This is wanted to see what we can do by two things. One is positive axis, another is negative axis. In my research, I took positive axis means what is the penetration, what is the digital access, DAI, what is the number of the computers available per person in a country, versus negative axis, what is the population growth, what is the income. And interestingly, again the BRIC countries do not succeed in the convergence of the positive and negative axis. And what I find, both in the positive axis, it is in the below, and the negative axis, the BRIC countries are on the top. Similar is the situation if you compare developed between the developed countries. While I am writing of the developed and developing countries, I am talking of the economic development and economically underdeveloped countries. Then I did some research on how this internet applications accessibility will grow over populations. I made an empirical formula and tried to apply it in the actual population growth rate and in internet penetration. I find approximately my empirical formula are matching all the curves that are available from different statistics. And most important issue is that I beg to differ of the previous speaker with folded hand that no, it is horrifying figure. If you compare the access with the population growth, Indian figure is relatively terrible and terrible. The penetration rate in the India will go down and down and down. That is because of the fact that the way population growth is going on, the way internet access is not going in that space. That being the case, here you have to think how the engineers and technologies will address this basic issue of digital divide before applying information technology selectively and judiciously. As I talk of different way of measuring the digital divide, here is a table which shows you not only on terms of the world developing, in terms of languages, there is a wide gap between the information poor and information rich countries, and that is due to the fact that it is education. So, different way of addressing this issue can be made. I have lots of these slides, but due to want of time, I could not address all these issues. Coming to the common reasons of the digital divide, it is economic equality. We do not afford. Social issues, there is a different barrier for applications of IT. Okay. Then gender issues, obvious. Democracy, many issues are there. I should not explain that issue. But access is not the key factors. Other factors are there which are presented here, but time is not there. Therefore, how to close the gap? Make access easier, just 1 minute, make access easier and wider by policy decisions and new technologies. I will address what is the new technology. Make content more useful and deliverable. Promote entrepreneurship. I will tell you, out of the BRIC countries, China is flourishing. China is flourishing in the small entrepreneurship. So, out of the BRIC countries, one day China may remove the digital divide, but I am afraid of the Indian situations. Yes, we are expert in information technology, we are doing many things, but think of the peoples in the Jharkhand, think of the peoples in the Jungle Mall, think of the peoples in rigorous part of the remote in the country. So how to change the situation? So many slides are there, but time is not there. But this is what I suggest. Let us change the scenario from RTI to RIT, right to information technology. There is right to information, let us make right to information technology. Solar power low cost PC, perhaps that will also partly solve the problem of the green technology. Why solar power low cost PC? Because affordability is not the issue. How I will operate a PC if there is no electricity, if there is only what is known as the oven or kerosene lamp? I cannot run the computers. Free wireless connectivity, mobile IT. I suggest this is a important solutions, because you must think as a policy deciders. The IT should not go to the common people. Rather, IT should go to the common people. People will not come to the IT. Political and policy wise changed mindset. Scientists and engineers, they have to make deliverable IT for the people, not only for research purposes. So many strategies I have defined it. Connectivity is a requirement. Competition is very much useful and vehicle for the LPG, for the area of LPG, and so many things are there. And this is ICT and poverty reduction tables that I have done. So many references are there. And lastly, I thank all of you for patient hearing, and I welcome questions. I will be happy at least if I get one question. I pray for that because basically I am a teacher. You was talking of director, but director after being a teacher.
One question, only one.
If you have.
Yeah,
please.
So then you ask. Please. Yes. Can you say about quantum device, digital device, about quantum device?
Quantum device?
Yes. Because in photon there is horizontal and vertical.
I will tell you one thing. See, research is going on in quantum computing. What is this research?
That's quantum information also.
That is what is going on. So, I am not wondering if one day there is one molecule we can generate which will give me all computational resources. That is how it is going. But that research is possible only when we will think of the research will help the common people.
Yes.
And if that direction we are doing the research, that is good for India. Otherwise, your research will be good for the development, not for us.
I agree with you. There is no infrastructure of developing digital devices, because in TV we have to purchase those devices digitally from China. So this is shame of this India. I approach you to
computers. Yeah, that is possible.
Thank you for good question. Thank you, Professor Dr. C. Bhunia, for your very good interactive lecture and informative. So, I think Director will offer a moment on behalf of this and actually to Professor C. Bhunia. Professor ISC is presenting the moment. So, give a big hand to.
I also request the President to hand over a memento, the token of respect to our Honorable Chairman of the session, Dr. J.K. Mandal.